Hello everyone, this is Verde, and today we're playing a little bit more Boosted Survivors. Honestly, it is a very cool game. It's random as per usual. I cannot win the game with every build, so there are some builds which I cannot. And, well, first of all, we got Hammer, which is very fun, as you can probably see. It creates these circles. And we got Lightning. Let's try to make Lightning Hammer work, right? That should sounds fun. First of all, about Lightning Knockback. Lightning hits. Basically, Lightning knocks back enemies from its center towards their position. So it can be quite random at sometimes, so I prefer to lower it as much as I can. My current idea here is not to rely on this thing, but to use my hammer to proc lightnings. There are at least two. I forgot the name of them, but there are at least two upgrades, two legendary upgrades, which can enable that. So let's try to go for those. I will be increasing hammer width. Probably will be decreasing hammer knockback, and I will be trying to increase hammer attack speed as well. But we can do other stuff like, well, there are tons of stuff that we can really do with the hammer. It will depend on the upgrade we get. As you can see, hammer has the same issue with lightning, that it knocks enemies back from its center towards wherever they are. That is very much a problem, because if the enemy is like between the center of the hit and myself, the enemy gets knocked back towards myself, which is something that I pretty much want to avoid. This build, I perhaps should be a little bit tanky. My lightnings deal a lot of damage, they deal 300 damage, but their radius is a little bit on the smaller side, therefore I cannot hit them. Yeah, I cannot hit them consistently. Excuse me, can you die? First boss, every boss in this game, they aren't that problematic. Now, for what we will do, I prefer Elementalist, because we are going to upgrade lightning quite a lot, and we got a big lightning upgrade radius of lightning radius upgrade over there. Now we can hit enemies consistently with our spell. It is the same spell as the last video, which is fun. Okay, an extra boost is nice. This time we won't be getting that many boosts, so let's remove the knockback from the hammer already, so we don't have to worry about that. We have an issue right now, which is we don't have any knockback at all, and that is a problem. There is a problem, because if an enemy comes rushing towards us, we don't have anything to we can do in order to stop it. That becomes a problem at the third boss, I suppose. It is the third one. A leader bosses, basically. There is a boss that comes rushing towards you, and if you don't have a way to knock it back, it deals a lot of damage and it kills you pretty fast. But honestly, we should be able to have something to deal with it by the time we reach it, right? There are some waves in this game that kill you more than others. We haven't reached one of these yet, but I believe wave 12 is one of those problematic waves. Let's get more lightning radius, and I'll show you when I get to wave 12 why I think it is a problematic wave. It is a difficult wave. It is pretty much a very difficult wave. We are currently at wave 10, We have beaten 9 waves, so we should be at 10. I wish there was some kind of indicator other than this right bar, I suppose. That right bar is good in order for us to know where we are, but it's not that good in order for us to communicate where we are. You know, perhaps a number within it could work. But I don't know if this game will be getting any more updates. So there's that. At least the creator of it said we would receive a big update, which we already got, and then that would be it. So this is Wave 12, and we got Mint Pudding to help us. So Wave 12 is a problem because of these little fellas. If you don't have enough AoE in order to deal with them, they can pretty much make your life difficult. They deal not that much damage, to be honest, but they can be quite annoying. So Mint Pudding gives us a purple shop, which is good. Look at the size of the radius of the lightnings already. Once we press space, we immediately kill the entire screen. Did I delete the charges of this? No. I would like having more chargers there, so I can do this more often. Perhaps 3 chargers should be enough. Count is not that useful actually, and that dash distance is also not. I am playing one of the strongest, actually, in my opinion, this is the strongest class in the game, the Elementalist, because it boosts, basically every class boosts some KVs, right? Some values that you can upgrade. And this class boosts defensive ones and element related ones. So honestly, defensive and offensive ones, and it boosted quite a lot actually. Look, we already have 250 radius on our lightning. They're big. The screen is about 1200 in the diagonal. That is an estimate, to be honest. I don't know the exact number, but that means that most enemies will take some damage toward. Okay. Okay, this is fun. Our lightning already hits like all of those. Speed. Unlike our last run, the speed is very positive to have here. Since we won't be getting enough boost so that we enter the stratosphere. And since we don't have any knockback, we will have to fight this boss like we were supposed to. So none of these upgrades are really that useful for us. We could make our lightnings stun, but I don't really like that. I will get Basilisk's Eye, so our hammer stuns our enemies. That is very much needed in order to beat the 4th boss. See, our hammer now stuns our enemies. And it is... I don't know if it is a bug, but it seems like it 100% it works, even though there is a stat called stun chance. It just works every time. So I will be removing stun chance. We need to increase lightning damage soon. We are at only 500-ish. But see, when we stun our enemies, they are very much easier to deal with. We can actually remove that one. When we can stun our enemies forever and have a button to instantly delete the whole screen, the game becomes very much easier. You know? Yeah, let's acquire that thing. Okay, I don't really care for attack speed anymore. Nor stun duration, really. But attack speed is a little bit less useful. Lightning radius is over here, yes, it is. However, why not, right? Okay, we have these problem enemies here. They deal a lot of damage, and our armor is at the lowest we could have with an elementalist, which is 4. It is a very low number, however, I believe we will survive. We can just not get hit, right? Not a very good strategy, to be honest. There is an achievement for this game for beating it without getting hit at all. It isn't that hard to achieve with the... Let's get this thing is purple. With the right thing. However, we can... Like, with the right abilities and legendaries, it becomes actually pretty easy. I don't remember which build I did it with, but I believe there are 2 spells that can help you with that. I wouldn't recommend trying to do that with a weapon, because most of the time you need to get near your enemies with the weapon. And in order to go towards that achievement, the best strategy I would recommend to you is to simply not give enemies a chance to attack. So having a spell that clears the entire map, as we currently have, helps. Helps quite a lot. But you probably need more than that. Something stronger than we currently have. It's not that hard to acquire something stronger than we currently have. At least not in the late game. We are very strong for the current wave. Yes, we are probably stronger than we are supposed to be at this wave. However, we are not strong enough to beat the game quite yet. We shouldn't. This is wave 24. I mean, this is 1/3 of the game. As I was telling you last time, the runs are usually shorter. I only took that long that time because I had to cheese in order to unlock the full potential of the shovel. And, well, it is nice to unlock the full potential of the shovel. I will say you that much. I honestly don't like picking the shovel most of the time, because I almost feel like it's cheating, you know. You don't even get to play the late game. You just exist, you know. See, this is a boss. This is not the boss I was telling you about. This boss is pretty easy. The next boss is complicated. This one is pretty easy. So I can get Elemental Master, and that's what I will do. Although, getting this is strong. I will get this instead. 5 charges. I would like having more charges under my spacebar, so I can basically wait till the enemies spawn and press a space. Very... Okay, they have spawned. They have spawned. You can see by the bar here on the right when it's safe to press a space. Basically, when the orange part of the bar is big, the yellow part, I don't know. I'm not that good with colors, to be honest. Then you press space, like here-ish. The blue part represents how many enemies you have killed. And the yellow one, how many enemies are spawned currently. I'm currently removing a lot of upgrades, mostly because we don't need them. and we could make some use of having a more consistent layout. 500 lightning radius. This is just absurd, really. I think I'm very close to the leading lightning radius soon. So we don't need speed anymore. Don't need these anymore. Okay, great. 600 radius, why not? So this boss was the boss I was telling you about, but I can stun them forever. And this is very fun, but I don't think it is useful anymore, because my spell is way too strong. Like, it gives me a chance of adding lightning when my spell hits. However, it doesn't really do anything, because I would need to hit enemies 10 times in order to get a single lightning, while this thing just covers the entire board with it. And when I say the entire board, I meant it. Look at this radius. I got the orb because, well, we do hit enemies quite a lot of times. Like, I think this run will be a little bit short, because I honestly didn't expect for me to be that strong that quickly. We still should upgrade defense a little bit. Not region. Region, we are fine. We are probably not getting hit more than once. Probably. However, if we get hit once, I want to get in a state that I am sure that we'll be able to survive. I am very much considering removing lightning radius. I probably should, really. We don't really need it. Now, this wave is quite interesting. It is only snipers. It is a very hard wave if your build is melee, but I suppose mine isn't. These boosts are quite common, aren't they? Let's remove you. Eventually we would need to do that anyway. They are already effectively hitting the entire map. We don't need them to be bigger. Let's increase our armor. So this boss could kill us, but we are dealing way too much damage for that. Critical is excessive. Let's grab self-doubt. Let's increase damage. I won't get the level up. Honestly, what will it do? What could it do? Due to how many hits we're hitting. Oh, purple armor. Great. Basically, our enemy... Oh, it can do this. But basically, what was I saying? Oh yeah, our enemy's armor almost instantly goes towards a number, which makes them take basically double damage. So we can consider that we are dealing twice as much damage as it is being shown there. Like, if you look at the numbers, well, they don't get to those numbers that fast because lightning deals a ton of damage. As you can see, the second hit already hit for 3000. Honestly, this game is very easy right now. What's happening? Honestly, lightning thing here is very strong. And we also got a ton of armor because Elemental Master is way too strong. Like, we get 8 armor per boost. And sometimes we get green boosts or even purple boosts. So a purple boost is 32 armor. That is not a number that should happen, honestly. Look at the boss. Yeah. I suppose this game can be quite easy sometimes. Force Hammer. I really like that. Sadly, I will not be able to make that much use out of it. Because... yeah, but I guess it is thematic. Yes, let's get more armor. I guess it fits the theme. I mean... what's the matter? Well, you barely touch your... enemy. Oh, pudding! Great. Perhaps I can get something cool. Yeah, I didn't. Let's see, what? Lightning Dash, why not, right? Let's make our dashes also kill the entire map. Yeah, I wasted a purple shot there. That wasn't very smart of me, but anyway. So, if I just want to kill the entire map very quickly, I can dash. No. Which is... something, I guess. We don't need more charges, do we? I don't think anything is surviving a single charge. 11 is a good number. Oh, I already got the random things. So what should we increase until Oblivion? Let's increase count until Oblivion. So we only need to press spacebar once. See? Because count also makes our thing last a little bit longer. There are 2 upgrades to this spell. The Lightning Fang spell. However, I don't usually pick them. There is a reason for that. Why would it... let me first of all explain what they do and why I don't usually pick them. The first one makes it so that your lightnings strike in your front instead of randomly. Sounds great and all, but the thing is, it basically limits the range. Doesn't really do anything. Let's get vampirism. And let's increase the count even further. It doesn't really do anything when you're aligning already covering the entire map. It does make your early game a little bit easier. But honestly, your early game is a lot... it's not that difficult with Lightning Storm. So let me get more count. Like... so basically, not that useful. And there is another upgrade, which is a conditional one, which makes your lightnings strike enemies instead of striking randomly. And I'll tell you why I don't like that one. First of all, my lightnings already hit the entire map. I don't need them to target anything. So, same problem there. But there is another problem there, because in order to acquire that, you need a negative number of hits, which is not hard to get and honestly does not do much thing, but it makes your early game a little bit harder, in my experience. So it makes your early game a little bit harder, and also does not do anything, because, well, as you can see, I am very confident in my ability to kill the entire map right now. That is the last boss of the game. You see? Very easy. Barely an inconvenience. This was fast. Anyway, so... oh, I got third in the leaderboard. That's nice. I believe The second one has a score multiplier in order to get that to that score, so it's quite a high position, I suppose. Is this my higher score? Yeah, it is. Nice. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, my little bit of rambling about Lightning, and I hope to see you guys next time. R$19,20, 80.